McHenry Historic Monument and Historic Shrine. I'll get them right one of these days. We are the only facility in the entire Park Service that is dual-hatted, shall we say. We are a monument and a historic shrine because of what happened here in 1814. Now what you're going to happen here very shortly is we're going to be firing, unfortunately, a blank round, but it still makes a lot of noise. And they will going to be practicing a little bit. Then at the appropriate time, I remember my watch. It's in here somewhere. This is my wallet for the time period. These coats do not have pockets. In those days, men weren't allowed to put their, you're not supposed to put your hands in your pockets type thing. But I have pockets because I have stuff I have to carry. So what they're going to be doing, you see there are several men on the gun. Most of them are wearing what is called Corps of Artillery uniforms. They are the artillerymen of the War of 1812. These are federal troops. And then we have a gentleman in a Navy outfit down there who are also here firing the big guns that you see up on the water battery. That's the center section of a 300-foot water battery. It had 13 places for 13 guns. Okay, so what they're going to do is a few dry runs, and then we will be firing a live round. Well, what we call a live round is a blank, so it does make noise. I will walk you through the steps. So what they're doing right now is they're actually clearing away from the gun. We add a little safety in because of the fact that we're in the Park Service. We have to do things Park Service way. Action! So what you see are the two guys up front. The first guy that's moving right now, he has what is called a worm. He puts that down inside there, rotates it counterclockwise to make sure there's nothing inside of the weapon. We don't want anything in there. And the second guy, what he does, he has a sponge on one end of his stick and a rammer on the other end of the stick. So the first thing he does is he takes that sponge, gets it wet, and puts it down the barrel because we don't want any burning embers in there. Because we're putting a new powder bag in there. If we put a new powder bag in there, somebody can come up missing something. So we have to be careful about that. And then the other end of it is his ram, and that's what he uses to push everything down the barrel. Now the guy in the back corner of the gun now putting his thumb over the touch hole. His job is to make sure air doesn't escape out of there or air go back inside when they pull that sponge out. So it keeps the air out, basically. But then he also has a pick. And that pick is made out of copper or brass because we don't want any sparks. So by doing it that way, bottom box. It keeps everything, and the shell that we make is made out of, we use aluminum, heavy-duty aluminum foil to make our shells.
Right, this is actually one. Okay, right now.
All right.
Live round. 2, action!
This will be one that's going to make the noise.
Live round.
So the number 2 guy is pulling around out of the bag. It's called a pass box. It's made out of leather. Number 1 man just rammed it down.
That no lawsuit, man. That no lawsuit, bro. Thinking about money.
One of the things we have to make sure is that round is all the way down inside, because if we go and prime it and it doesn't go off, then we have problems. So you don't want misfires. Now what the gentleman does is he has a fuse, basically, and in those days it were made out of feathers, the quill, the inside. But we use modern today, we use straws. And he puts that down in there, and then the gentleman on the other side has what is called a slow match. It's basically, it's rope that's been soaked in chemicals, so when you light it, it burns very slowly. And he will fire that thing here very shortly.
Give the warning. Loud noise.
In a moment, there's going to be a very loud noise. For you kids, hang on to your parents so they don't run off. You might want to plug your ears when you hear him say fire.
All right. Fire!
Oh, they're going after the party boat. Nice echo.
Okay.